Well, obviously, President Trump took notice of you. You recently had a meeting with him. Tell us about that.
Sure, it was a great meeting. President Trump looks great. He's in good spirits. We talked about New York City a lot. We talked about what's going on in New York City with crime. It's really unsafe. There's homelessness. There's it's just unsafe. People don't feel safe to go on the train, to go to a restaurant. So we talked about what we need to do to bring New York City back. And then we talked about Ukraine. I'm Ukrainian. I'm from the former Soviet Union. And when I immigrated here, it already was Ukraine. And we're all devastated about what's going on down there in my homeland. And so we talked a lot about that.
Do you have family still in Ukraine?
I don't have family, but I do have my former classmates and neighbors. And I talk to them now on a daily basis. I know exactly what's going on there. And it's really horrific.
Yeah. It is shocking. You know, one of the things that people being criticized on the global stage about is America not jumping in. Do you think, would you like to see America a little bit more involved in the offensive nature of this conflict, or do you think we're right where we should be?
Well, I think that the problem is not so much with what President Biden is doing now.
Right.
It's what he could have done before to prevent the situation to begin with. If we look at what was happening before Biden took office, in 2014, we had the annexation of Crimea, right? And we had nothing in between then and now. And now we had a disastrous pullout of Afghanistan. And now we have this situation. And I feel that if there were sanctions implemented earlier, if we had a tougher foreign policy, then this wouldn't have happened to begin with. If the world and President Putin and Russia looked at us as a strong country that we used to once be, then this wouldn't happen.
Yeah. You had an interesting moment with, we want to play it real quick. We have that here. You were raising the Ukrainian flag. What did this mean to you?
Oh, this was an impactful moment for me. We raised the flag, the Ukrainian flag, in unison with the American flag. So right before this, we actually raised the American flag. And this is so symbolic to me, as someone who came from Ukraine and now lives and loves America. Ukraine is striving to be what America is now, a democracy, a country of freedom. And it's so symbolic to raise these two flags in unison, especially with what's going on now.
I'm sure.